Very good evening, Honorable Director, sir.
Yes, Dr. Khadim.
Yes, sir. We will start the program shortly, sir. Our speakers are going to join, and our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Mohammed Ben Bozit, has already joined.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yes, Okay, Honorable Director, sir.
Yes, Dr. Khadim.
Yes, sir. Our all guest of honors and honorable chief guest has joined. So now kindly give us permission so we can start the program.
Kindly proceed with the program, Dr. Khadim.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Now, anchor, it is over to you, please. Yes, Himanshi. Hello.
Okay, sir. So may I begin?
Yes, Himanshi. Now you can start.
Okay. Sir. A very good evening, Honorable Chief Guest of the day, Dr. Mohammed Ben Wazir, IEEE Fellow, IET Fellow, University of Brest, France. Our Honorable Guest of Honor, Dr. Celia Shehnaz, Chair of IEEE SPS Women in SPC, BUET, Bangladesh, and Honorable Dr. Chirag N. Ponwala, IEEE Senior Member, Professor and Dean, R&D, SCET, Surat, Honorable Group Director, Professor Dr. Bhavesh Kumar Chauhan, respected AD Engineering, Dr. Indu Prabha Singh, respected HOD, EN and EE, Dr. Khadim Moin Siddiqui, dignitaries, erudite faculty members, and all present here. I, Himanshi Kapoor of EC Department, third year, would take the opportunity of hosting the inaugural ceremony of IEEE Day 2021. Development of the world depends on global technological evolution. Today's research gives birth to tomorrow's technology and hence development. When it comes to technology, the first name that brings everyone on a single recognizable platform
Uh,
group of professional colleges, I feel privileged to extend my warm welcome to all present here for the inaugural ceremony of IEEE Day 2021. We are delighted to celebrate IEEE Day from 1st to 6th October 2021 on the theme Leveraging Technology for a Better Tomorrow. While the world benefits from what's new, IEEE benefits from what's next. Today, on behalf of the entire SRM-GPC student branch IEEE, I take this opportunity to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Group Director of SRM-GPC, Dr. Bhavesh Kumar Chauhan, Senior Member IEEE and Chief Advisor of IEEE SRM-GPC student branch. I would also like to thank our counselor, Dr. Indu Prabha Singh, IEEE Senior Member, and our advisor, Dr. Khadim Moin Siddiqui, IEEE Senior Member. Without your guidance and unwavering support, the establishment of IEEE student branch in SRM-GPC would not have been possible. I take great pleasure in introducing the members of IEEE Student Branch Student Executive Committee, SRM-GPC, without whose efforts this event would not have been a successful one. Arsh Ahmed, Chair, Ayushi Pandey, Vice Chair, Amber Mishra, Secretary, Arunesh Shukla, Additional Secretary, Ashutosh Verma, Treasurer, Adarsh Maurya, Webmaster, Himanshi Kapoor, Social Media Coordinator, Durgesh Kumar Pandey, Social Media Coordinator. Now, I would humbly like to request our Group Director, Dr. Bhavesh Kumar Chauhan, to present a welcome note for the commencement of the inaugural ceremony.
Thank you, Himanshi Kapoor, the anchor of this program. Of course, it's a great day in the calendar of the SRM-GPC IEEE student branch. On behalf of our founder and co-founder, Engineer Engineer Pankaj Agarwal ji and Engineer Pooja Agarwal ji respectively, as well as on behalf of all the stakeholders of Sri Ram Sarup Memorial Group of Professional Colleges and IEEE student branch. It's indeed a privilege as well as honor to welcome our chief guest, Dr. Mohammed Ben Bozid, who has been not only a eminent global figure as an IEEE fellow and IIT fellow in the technological field, but also he has been quite a support in all sorts of activities in India at different forums. Dr. Khadim Moin Siddiqui ji and I had an honor in past also of an interaction with him, and I'm sure the way he will be supporting this student branch also as a mentor, it will be something which we are really looking forward to. Sir, it's indeed an honor that you always give the push and encouragement to the students for different technical activities at different forums. This is also a definitely a moment of pride that we are welcoming a guest of honor for today, Dr. Sela Shehnaz, who is also a very decorated professor who has had so many awards and laurel at different forums, not only as a woman engineer or woman academician, but also in general. And she is, as told by the anchor, a very eminent professor from the Bangladesh UP section, which she is chairing herself. So I'm sure the audience will be looking forward for her deliberation, and we will definitely benefit on this IEEE hybrid mode celebrations that we are on behalf of the Institute IEEE chair. And I also feel this honor particularly on behalf of IEEE UP section also, because we have had on all sorts of activities the mentorship of IEEE chair, Dr. Satish Kumar Singh sir. So being a convener of strategic and planning committee of IEEE UP section, I also welcome our chief guest and guest of honors on IEEE forum. I'm sure there's another IEEE guest of honor today also, who is slated and who is IEEE chair in Gujarat section. And so we are also looking forward to other eminent persons who will be giving their deliberations on different day. From IIT Kanpur, Dr. Ankit Yadav, Dr. AP Gupta, again from IIT Kanpur, and as well as eminent professor Dr. Kuldeep Sahai, who will be giving a deliberation later on following days, and Dr. Neelam Srivastav. So there are a range of speakers who are really inspirational in their nature, and the way organizing committee under the leadership of Dr. Khadim Moin Siddiqui, who is the convener of the program, along with the Dr. Indu Prabha, who is the senior member as well as counselor of the branch. There are a lot to unfold, and I could congratulate well in time Mr. Arsh Ahmed, along with all other his team members who have just been introduced a couple of minutes before. And the IEEE Day celebration that we are celebrating in a hybrid mode, I am sure it will be ensured by this team that we fulfill the objective of IEEE with which it has been set out for. So I wish all the best to the whole team, as well as congratulate them for taking this initiative at the right time. And this week, I'm sure, will be a very important week in the calendar of IEEE as a benchmark for other activities to follow. So congratulations, whole team, and of course, all the best. Thank you very much for this honor. Over to the anchor.
Thank you so much, sir, for your encouraging words. I'm extremely elated to take this opportunity to welcome our guest of honor, Dr. Celia Shehnaz, Chair IEEE SPS Women in Signal Processing Committee and Chair of IEEE Bangladesh Section. Currently, she is Professor in Electrical Engineering Department of Bangladesh University of Engineering and Technology, Bangladesh. She has published more than 150 international journals and conference papers and is a recipient of the Canadian Commonwealth Scholarship Fellowship and Bangladesh Academy of Science Gold Medal for her contribution in science and technology. Her research interests include areas of deep learning, machine learning, signal processing, robotics, humanitarian technology, and many more. Your contribution as a woman leader is exemplary. We would be highly obliged if you could address us with your valuable experience. I welcome you, ma'am.
Himanshi, again, you can invite me, ma'am.
Hello,
Okay,
can you hear me now?
Yes,
ma'am
yes,
is
ma'am.
echoing a bit.
Yes, I had connectivity issue. So,
Actually, ma'am is using two devices in maybe in vicinity. That is why there is a lot of echo on part
yes,
of
I
our guest couple.
have entered.
So, yeah. So please kindly use one device. This is our humble request. Otherwise, there will be a lot of echo.
Yeah, you can hear me now, right? A bit
Yes,
clear?
ma'am.
Thanks a lot, ma'am.
Okay, I joined by. It's actually, you know, all. Hello.
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Yes,
Yes,
you
ma'am,
know
we can
all
hear you.
that how IEEE Day is so important, and we are here to congratulate this organizer for gathering so many scholars together to really inspire the young generation for doing the remarkable activities. Because as a young leader, we have to really grow leaders, not just the followers. So I think it's a very good initiative for taking such a series of events so that students have, and the young professionals and women in engineering members here can have a training that how to keep momentum of a 3-day program. It's not just a training. I should say that the many speakers will be talking and many speakers will be delivering, and that will really add value to our lives, our youngsters' life, which is very important so that they can continue IEEE activity, and the retention of IEEE is maintained, which is very important because retention is always challenging than the development. So I really like to thank Dr. Moin and his whole team for taking such a timely initiative. Although some of us are doing face-to-face meetings, but still pandemic is not over. Despite the limitations of the pandemic, organizing such series of IEEE Day event to celebrate it is actually a great effort for timely dissemination of knowledge, which is very, very important. I can share about TENSIM 2020. It is the Region 10 second flagship conference. It was in last June. And as a Bangladesh section chair, I was general chair of TENSIM 2020, and almost many big programs were halted. But we received more than 1,000 papers, and we told our volunteers, keep them engaged, that we must do it. It's not just a matter of Bangladesh, it's the matter of whole region 10 to the rest of the world. And we really did it. And it became the first region 10 fully virtual flagship conference. So you were also doing the same thing, maybe not, it is not a conference, but it's a preparation for launching a conference under your student branch and launching student other technical activities. One thing I must say on the day of IEEE Day event inauguration, that we must connect our research or any activity to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Because, I should say that I am a privileged person because, my maternal grandfather was a lawyer in Kolkata, India, 60 years back. So I feel commitment always to really carry forward my research and activities to support United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, because we cannot guarantee that Bangladesh and India has progressed a lot, but in the subcontinent, we cannot always guarantee that every person who needs glucose estimation or bilirubin level estimation has a affordable, portable device and with low cost. So we must, in IEEE Day, we must have technical activities so that we can learn how we can transform our project ideas into products, which is very, very important. Not everybody will like to be a researcher like me, but there are many students, many young professionals who can be entrepreneurs. And if they're entrepreneurs, then, they can fund academician like us, and we can have a joint industry academia collaboration. I inspire this thing to every student, young professionals and young faculty and women in engineering members here. Is very important to really think of such devices, such products, which are sustainable, scalable, wearable, portable, and cheap, especially in the context of subcontinent, because the need of subcontinent are really unique, no matter what we are living in Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and India. So this is my request to all of you. And secondly, since I am a strong advocate of women since last 21 years, so I must tell that many people have an idea that women in engineering is only for women. No, I have a lot of male students, and also my male supervisor had a female student like me. So any IEEE member, whether it's male or female, can be women in engineering member. It's called diversity and inclusion. So I request all of you to really make sure that you are identifying really talented women in your committee, in your conference, in your technical program committee, as a speaker, as a reviewer, as a leader. Make sure that we are not missing any accomplished women. So it's not a quota, it's really making sure the meritorious women is everywhere. As a chairwoman in Signal Processing Society of Women in Signal Processing Committee, I appealed every signal processing chapter to appoint a women in signal processing representative, and many signal processing chapters are doing that. So this is very, very important based on their merit. And also, uh, we need to do many collaborative event between our student branches, our young professional, and our women in engineering members, supported by our section. Collaboration between section, women in engineering, young professionals, student branch, and the society chapters are very important, because these are all organizational units. And when we collaborate in a better way, we can always perform better in terms of speaker diversity, learning outcome. So also, since I work in deep learning for speech, image, video, and power signals, so this is an interdisciplinary research. I really request everyone to visit my Google Scholar citations and read my papers and let me know how I can help you for your collaboration. Just send me a Zoom link, and please don't forget to include your mentor in the whole process. Your mentor, myself, and you as a student and my student can work together on a joint paper, on a joint conference, and we can take forward our potentials together. In the subcontinent, actually, we have a lot of talented women, lot of talented men, but many, very less are in leadership position. It is very important to support anyone in this subcontinent so to move towards the leadership position. Otherwise, we will be always broken into pieces. And for this, we really need to unitedly work towards technical activity, professional activity, industry activity, entrepreneurship activity, humanitarian technology activity. And this is very important to find a problem around your technical community or at your home or at your university, and provide technological solutions. This community engagement, human-centric design, sustainable design is very important. I always tell such things at the end of my talk. And we should do collaborative event between two countries. I was the founder of Women in Engineering Conference in the area of electrical and computer engineering in 2015. For the first time in the world. In the next year, we did collaboration between Bangladesh section and Pune section, then Bangladesh section and Uttar Pradesh section, Bangladesh section, Thailand section, Bangladesh section, Bangalore section, Bangladesh section, Bhubaneswar section. This is a classic example that how we can move beyond borders. And that time it was face to face, a lot of money involved, travel involved. But now, this pandemic has taught us that how we can go virtual and we can continue our activities. This is my appeal to Dr. Moin Siddiqui and his team. So let us do collaborative event, because we have to remain united, and because, because otherwise our activities and potentials need to be visible, because your student branch is doing such a big program. It has to be published in newsletter, it has to be recognized, this leadership has to be given priority. Every single volunteer needs to be given opportunity. So I think through your 3-day event, such visions will be proclaimed, energized, enhanced, and you will feel more accomplished, and you will find the reason and find value in celebrating the IEEE Day with flying colors. And don't forget to report it to IEEE Region 10 newsletter, IEEE Global newsletter, IEEE Women in Engineering newsletter, wherever possible. Visibility and reporting is very important. And, eventually it will bring many hours for you. Your hours or positions may be delayed, but what cannot be delayed? Your passion, your spirit. You may be from a rural community, you may be from a small country, but IEEE is like that a person should not be evaluated based on the location a person should be evaluated based on the accomplishments, hours, activities, and opportunities he or she has brought to the community, to the region, to the globe. So you are the future leader, and you have to do better than what I did, because that will be my achievement if I can mentor you, if it can help you, and you can do better than me. Hopefully, this IEEE activities will remind you, will energize you to do such activities so that you can cross all records that have been created by us as your seniors. Then we will be satisfied, then we will be more successful, that we have created a new generation who can really carry forward the vision for 100 more years. So thank you once again, Dr. Moin Siddiqui, for providing such an opportunity. I request, I could not personally name everyone because I had a connectivity issue suddenly, and I have joined by mobile. So I really request you to concentrate on research and innovation first. Secondly, reporting. Third, engagement. And to satisfy these 3 points, at least one society chapter, involvement in one society, technical society chapter is very important, since like a technical society chapter, signal processing has only for the students, please consider. And many of the society chapters like PS, in the first year it is free, Industrial Application Society, first year it is free, and Photonics Society, first year there are discount code, Industrial Electronics Society, first year it is that there are discounts. So look at those avenues and to really part of those technical society chapters, to know about the scholarship, to know about the IEEE transactions, to know about the magazine, to know about the research center, to know about the travel grant. In my life, I had been a IEEE travel grant winner for many times. For the first time, even staying in Bangladesh, no matter what, I have aimed big. You should aim bigger. So these are different opportunities. And also target yourself to write good papers. Even if you want to go to industry, even from industry, you can write papers. There are a lot of fellows of IEEEs who are from industry. So many people have idea that I will go to industry. Why should I do writing papers? It's very important to write papers because industry is focusing on research and innovation. And without writing papers, you cannot go just deep into the research and innovation. And also there are a lot of IEEE standards. Please Google the IEEE Standard Association, know about how you can contribute to different IEEE standard, which is very important for our product design. So it should not be only a celebration. I think it should be a great momentum for your student branch, and you can be one of the best in your section. Then you can apply Larry K. Wilson Award, Regent and Women in Engineering Best Student Branch Award. So because in Bangladesh section, it was done under my leadership. And if you need any help, you do not need to start from the scratches. I will be there to mentor you. Please reach out to me through your mentor. We can have a joint meeting. We can write joint application, and I will be there how to proceed with that. So with that said, Dr. Moin, hope I didn't take much time, but let us start to work together and let us continue working together. This is very important. Again, we are telling in subcontinent, we have a lot of talented people, but we are very less recognized. It is important to ensure our recognition. It is important to really focus on technical activities, technical skill enhancement, and it is important to say thank you to each other. If we don't want to break into pieces, if we want to move forward with a greater goal, with a greater unity, then we should work together. So IEEE Day, I really congratulate you for organizing such a innovative approach and gathering so many scholars in the inauguration. And I wish you all the best. The bottom line is that for any collaboration, I'm there. My section is there. A lot of volunteers are there. And we should work beyond the border if we want to lead the smart world. Thank you very much. Take care and stay safe. I wish you all the best. Also, you keep me in your prayers. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Ma'am, I'm compelled to say that we are overwhelmed. I'm sure all the students are overwhelmed because your address is really so meaningful and so realistic. And of course, I am sure the point that you have enumerated very precisely. We would work definitely with all the able student teams under the mentorship, local mentorship, as well as your mentorship will be there, I'm sure. So it's really hats off to you. Our whole branch really see you inspiration not only for women engineering branch but for the whole branch in totality. So nice of you, and we are really sincerely obliged. Thank you.
Yes, I told you that women in engineering is not just for women, it's a diversity and inclusion. That is the right terminology. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your valuable words. That means a lot for all of us. I consider it a great privilege to welcome our guest of honor, Dr. Chirag N. Ponwala, IEEE senior member and currently a professor in Electronics and Communication Engineering Department of Sarvajanik College of Engineering and Technology, Surat. His research interests include image processing, video processing, machine vision, and pattern recognition. He has published various papers in journals and conferences. Dr. Chirag has also published various book chapters. Sir, we would be deeply indebted if you would familiarize us with the several IEEE SPS activities and offer insight on how to fetch grants under various heads from SPS.
Thank you very much for kind introduction, and I want to say thanks to Professor Celia also, and it's a really nice speech by Celia ma'am. So let's start. First of all, before starting about anything related to grants and any SPS activities, I want to congratulate the student branch and the director and the branch counselor, all that members who took pain to organize this wonderful event on the eve of IEEE Day. So basically, I want to share that important aspect as per my experience, that there are three pillars that we can say for any person for the development. Number one, though I am related to the research and development, I am saying that academics. Number two is R&D activities or the research and development or the innovation that we can say. Number three is the extracurricular activities that will help you for the professional growth. So these three are the pillars for the omnidirectional growth. So remember, if any one of the leg is weak, if any one of the pillar is weak, our building will not be sustained. So right now, I am talking about, first of all, about the extracurricular activities and why, first of all, how I have raised myself for this IEEE SPS journey. So I had started my journey basically as a treasurer in SPS in 2013. And I had started a journey, and at that time, we have only 6 to 7 members in our team. Team bolo, yeah, if you are saying a team, or if you are saying that total members under my umbrella, only 7 members. Then after, in 2014, we grew up to the 13, and based on the activities that what Professor Celia told, that activities are very important, correct activities, correct reporting, and the collaborative events. These are the very important things. And you must have to believe that in the 2015, just because of our activities, we got Chapter of the Year awards just within a span of 1.5 years of inception of our chapter. And at that time, when 2015, I became the chair first time, we had a membership. I had a growth of the membership from 13 to 85. In the similar line, we had worked in the 2016, and we had a second Chapter of the Year award subsequently from the SPS, and that is again due to the good quality events and the conferences that we did. And at that time, many volunteers, we can say that many professional members joined us, and at that time we had a figure of 235. So we had started our journey from the 7 members, and within a span of 3 years, it grew up to the 235. And that's where our IEEE SPS chapter Gujarat section had grown. So the crux of the story is that ultimately, when you are in the developing stage, you have to give more than 100% to grow yourself and the persons who are associated with you. It's not your own journey. It's a journey of your entire chapter. It's a journey of your entire student branch. It's a journey of all the members who are associated with you. So this will not recognize you only, this will recognize your entire body, your entire chapter. So in the 2017, because of this, all the activities and encouragement, SPS gave the first meritorious regional service award to me. So this is what the correct recognition given to the volunteer. And similarly, the reason to share with you is that if you are doing a good job, obviously it will be recognized at some level. As Professor Celia rightly pointed out, she did very nice work in the global level also, in the Bangladesh level also, and she is always open for collaborative events, because we have so many interactions many times related to collaborative events. So that is what, as she is also established, our chapter is also established, then also we are thinking to do the collaborative events. So I urge you to do the collaboration with all the chapters or all the student branches to whom you want. You can connect with any one of you through your branch counselor, or you can contact through your SPS chair or the UP chair, because Satish Singh is UP chair, as well as I think that he is also SPS chair. So you can connect through him and we can have good collaborative events. Now coming towards the grants that I want to share with you, that how many possible grants are available to you. So I'm starting with the grants, possible grants available to you as a SPS student branch. You have IEEE SCAT student branch, but I insist you that you have to start the IEEE SPS student branch. So IEEE student branch and IEEE SPS student branch has no much difference. You have part of the team occupied in the SPS SB, those who are working for the your IEEE SB. Now, but what is the advantage of SPS SB that I want to share? First advantage is that you have a parallel team. You have a parallel team of the volunteer. You have parallel leaders, those who are working in a IEEE SB. So these two teams work together. So that is number one advantage. You have a good leadership skills. You can grow more leaders in that way. Number one. Number two, if you are having the IEEE SPS SB, remember my words, if you have the IEEE SPS SB, then in the first year, you are eligible for upfront 500 USD grant from the SPS. You have to just submit your proposal, you have to file your budget, and as per the budget, IEEE SPS USA will give you grant up to 500 USD. maximum is the 500 USD. So after completion of the event, that is, we can say that without doing the event, IEEE is ready to help you. After completion of event, you have to submit all the bills to the IEEE SPS, and if there is a surplus amount, that you have to refund back. So there is no financial burden to newly inaugurated student branch. Number two is that as you are having the membership growth reward in the your SB also, as well as in your section also, as well as in your chapter. Similarly, you may have membership growth reward for 25 USD per student member in bracket new. For each new student member, those who are enrolled in your student branch, you are eligible to get 25 USD, and upper limit is 250 USD. So that is the additional amount that you can fetch to do the activities, in particular your SPS student branch. So isn't it a handsome amount? Can you can't you do the good activities with the help of 500 plus 250? So this is just one thing that you can do. Number two, you can have many grants that you apply through your SPS UP chapter. Number one is you can apply the summer winter school. So for the summer winter school, right now in the virtual mode also, IEEE SPS USA is giving you grant up to 3000 USD. For virtual mode, they are giving grant up to 3000 USD if your proposal is found okay. And remember that still many chapters are hesitating to apply for this grant. So that is the seasonal school. Then after, next one is chapter driven initiatives. So chapter driven initiatives, word itself is a very diversified. Chapter driven initiative can be anything. It can be project competition, it can be hackathon, it can be workshop, it can be anything that is there in your mind. And for the chapter driven initiative also, IEEE SPS USA is willingly give you have to just write a proposal in the proper manner. IEEE SPS USA is giving you the grant up to 3000 USD in the virtual mode also. So these are the handsome grants that you are getting. Third thing is that there are so many competitions in which you are eligible if you are SPS member. Like you know that ICAS is the one of the renowned conference of SPS. ICIP is the renowned conference of SPS. In both the conferences, you are eligible to take a part if your chapter is certified, and if you have some publication in that chapter, you can get the grant up to 1000 USD to publish the paper if your chapter will support you. And many times this grant is lapsing because that there is no awareness and people are not applying. So you have to take lead, you have to apply for such a grant. There is a competition like a 5-minute video competition. There is a competition is like a signal and image processing cup. There is a competition like video and image processing cup. So all these competitions are there in which you can apply. And it is really proud moment that at least one Asian team is always there in number 1, 2, 3. And the prize amount that is given to students is also the handsome amount. First prize winner is 5000 USD, second is 3500 USD, and third one is 1500 USD. And it's not a big deal as we are doing good. And as Celia ma'am told, obviously we have to do the collaborative work. We can't do work alone. We can't say that we are working alone in a research also, as well as in the leadership skill also. We must have a good team, not from your SB also only, not from your chapter only, but for entire region you can consider. You can come to the Gujarat. You can collaborate with any of the chapter, student branch of the Gujarat. You can collaborate with SPS chapter Gujarat. So we have very good collaborative event. Recently, we had a good India level meeting of all the 11 chapters of India, or SPS Indian chapters. So we are planning for a student forum, so that all the volunteers who are working alone, who are fighting alone, they can have a team of India, or you can say that Bangalore, or we can say that Mumbai, which are the good chapters. And as Celia ma'am said, that she is also open for collaboration, so we can add to her also Bangladesh also, because it is also very vibrant chapter. So we have to make a team, and we have to grow together, and we have to work together, and that is what the motto of IEEE is. So don't work alone. Okay, there is one proverb in Hindi, जंगल में मोर नाचा किसने देखा. So don't do single-handed work. Work in united way. Always when you are working, try to publish your work. Though, as if it is a leadership, then also publish it. If it is a research, then also publish it. Don't think anything, just publish it. Just report it. Reporting is very important. Publishing is very important. And as Celia ma'am told, that yeah, we have a very less leader at the global level. And you will be the future leader. You will be the future leader. Now we are creating a path. There are so many right now leaders in India, in Bangladesh, in many regions of the Asian countries. Now you have to come forward, and you have to be a leader, and you have to show the potential of the India and the South Asia region. So thank you all for inviting me, and give me a time for sharing my views. Thanks, Professor Farooq, and over to you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, Anchor, it is over to you, please.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable input. Let me now have the honor of welcoming our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Mohammed Benbozid. Dr. Mohammed Benbozid is IEEE Fellow and currently is a professor of electrical engineering at the University of Brest, France. He is also a distinguished professor at the Shanghai Maritime University, China, and has also been awarded with more than 365 publications. His main research interests include analysis, design, fault detection and diagnosis, control of electric machines, variable speed drives for traction, propulsion, and renewable energy applications. He is the editor-in-chief of the International Journal on Energy Conversion. He is also an associate director of the IEEE Transactions on Energy Conversion, the IEEE Transactions on Industrial Electronics, the IEEE Transactions on Sustainable Energy, and the IEEE Transactions on Vehicular Technology. He was an associate editor of the IEEE ASME Transactions on Mechatronics from 2006 to 2009. Sir, we are extremely delighted that you graced us with your presence. I would request you to illuminate us on the importance of celebrating IEEE Day and throw light on how one can be actively involved in research and innovation activities. We would be grateful if you could share your experience and elaborate on how you become an exemplary academician and researcher.
Okay. Thank you very much for the nice introduction, and I would like to first to congratulate the IEEE student branch and their senior advisor, in particular, Dr. Siddiqui, for the kind invitation. I would like also to thank my colleagues for their talk. I fully share. They were inspiring talks, and in my case, I have prepared a short presentation. I hope I can share my screen. And my presentation is, I want to share my thoughts for junior and early senior IEEE members on how to be successful in their work. So I'll try to full screen and so I hope my presentation is visible.
Yes, sir. It is visible.
I hope so. So, okay. Thank you very much again. So
But
I have prepared just a few words, and I want to share with the junior and also, as I said, early senior members. So the question is, why celebrating IEEE Day? So to answer this question, so we need to collaborate. So my the previous speakers highlight this a number of times, to collaborate on ideas. This is important. We need to collaborate on ideas with the objectives of leverage technology. And this, which is important, is for a better tomorrow. This is very important. So now for both juniors and senior, they have to work. They have to work toward these objectives. And I have, of course, separated. For juniors, I said they have to learn. So we have also seniors. We are in a sort of continuous learning. So the juniors have to learn, and the objectives, of course, they have to improve the skills. So they have to improve and sometimes also gain new skills. For the seniors, my thought is we should be inspiring. We should inspire juniors, and of course we should guide them. So for the juniors, so if you want to learn, we want to improve skills, the road to the success is not as we expect, of course. If you look at my pictures, the road seems very simple. So, but in reality, the juniors have to face many issues, and they have to be they have to adapt themselves to reach the I don't like really the word success, because we are not working to be successful, but we are working to improve our skills, to learn again and again. So in this context, I propose and I share these commitments. For me, this is the 10 commitments. I think this is, of course, my thought, that should be the good way for juniors to in their road to the success. The 10 commitments, in which I have to point maybe one or two important things. Things are important for IEEE. Critical thinking, ethics is very important, because my previous colleagues also repeat that juniors have to write papers, have to publish, and so on. Actually, this is one of the big issues. Publishing, and so of course, when you get results, when you have project, we need to share. We need, of course, but the work should be done in a sort of ethic. Should respect some ethics, and in this case, IEEE is very is remembering every time that ethics should be one of our main goals. Of course, in this case, we need to have, when we are working, this is also valid for seniors, we need to have a sort of humility in working. So these 10 commitments for me are not, of course, the solution to get a successful road, but it should help to do so. Now, of course, for the juniors, as Dr. Shahnaz remembered to, she mentioned the important word of mentors. Mentors, of course, are very important. I have already been a student. I have mentors. I learn a lot from my mentors, and this my advice. When we want to learn from mentors, we need to do some things and avoid something. First thing, very important, I am paraphrasing here undergrads, which we need to avoid absorbing what they know. So the juniors, what I advise them is to avoid this. But the objective here is not to absorb, but you need to internalize how they think. If you have a good mentors, good thinking, so you try to look on the way to internalize how his thinking. Second important point when learning from mentors is collecting the knowledge. And when you collect knowledge, of course, we know that when we collect the right knowledge, this will help addressing challenges. And last but not least, we need to understand their thought, the thought of your mentors, the thought process. And this will help us to navigate, because I'm talking about the road to success. This will help us to navigate the challenges of a lifetime. Not for senior, but I prefer, this is not, of course, for senior members as my colleagues, of course, but I mean senior, early senior researchers, educators. So here we need to have, as a senior, some commitments versus juniors. And we need to have this as leaders. And what leaders should be, because this word also has been mentioned by the second presenters. I would like to thank him for his kind presentation. So if you want to be leaders for the junior, we need to inspire them. So in this case, our actions should inspire the juniors. They should inspire them to dream more, to learn more, to do more. And in this case, we can say that we are leaders. If we can inspire our juniors to do these actions, this should be the right way. The second things, seniors, we need to empower. And I am paraphrasing John Maxwell's, leaders become great not because of their ability, because not of the ability to know a lot of the ability to empower the others. And this concludes my talks. I hope it's just short talks, but I will conclude this with an important things for the juniors. They maybe don't be scared about your dream. That if your dreams are big and if they scare you, this means that your dreams are big and you can do a lot of big things. And of course, do not limit yourself. As said Steve Jobs said, those who are crazy enough to think they can change the world, they usually do. Okay, this is the end of my talk. I hope these few thoughts will be helpful for the young people and the member of the IEEE student branch. And would like again thanks the Dr. Siddiqui and the SRMPG dean and the senior member for the kind invitation. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your precious input.
I hope I can stop sharing the, okay.
Now, I would like to welcome our convener, Dr. Khadim Moin, sir, to deliver a vote of thanks on behalf of the entire IEEE student branch SRM GPC.
Himanshi, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
So, a very good evening. It is a delightful moment and huge honor for me to propose vote of thanks in this program on the behalf of whole IEEE student branch, Sri Ram Sarup Group of Professional Colleges, SRM GPC Lucknow, Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Mohammed Ben Bozid, IEEE Fellow, IET Fellow, Brest University, France, Honorable Guest of Honors, Dr. Shelia Sahnaz, Chair IEEE SPS Women in Signal Processing, Dr. Chirag N. Ponwala, IEEE Senior Member, Dean R&D, SET Surat, Dr. Bhavesh Kumar Chauhan, Group Director, SRM GPC Lucknow, Dr. Indu Prabha Singh, Branch Counselor, IEEE SRM GPC Lucknow, faculty members, student participants, and volunteers. It's my proud privilege to propose vote of thanks on the behalf of whole SRM GPC Lucknow in the event inauguration session of IEEE Day 2021. The IEEE day is being celebrated on the topic leveraging technology for a better tomorrow. Today, what a wonderful evening we all have because of presence of some of the brightest stars of the sky shining and discussing in the SRM GPC platform Lucknow event for the development and benefits of humanitarian and young professionals. First of all, my sincere thanks with deep gratitude to Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Mohammed Ben Bozet, Professor Brest University, France, who has accepted our invitation gladly and participated in this event. Honorable Sir, your gracious presence has motivated us a lot. We have been receiving enormous inspiration from you to do betterment for humanity with the use of advanced technologies. Honorable Sir, your great experience and exemplary contribution for the humanity is highly appreciated. Indeed, your presence is a great honor for us. Especially, I want to mention here, when you had accepted our invitation, we and our students were become so much happy, and it was the happiest moment for us. We will be highly thankful to you if you will again accept our invitation on any other possibility and guide us again. Again, thank you so much, Honorable Sir, for giving us your precious time. Further, my sincere thanks and deep gratitude to Dr. Celia Shehnaz ma'am, BUET Bangladesh, for participating in this program with so much willingness and always ready to guide us. Honorable ma'am, your great experience and exemplary contribution for the humanity is the inspiration for us. And hopefully you will again join and guide us in also any other possibility. I would like to mention from this platform, you are one of the most influential women leader of the world. Your presence is always and great honor for us. Thank you so much, Honorable ma'am. I would like to deep thanks to Professor Chirag and Pounwala, IEEE senior member, Dean R&D SCET Surat, for participating in this program. I want to mention from this platform, you are one of the great shining stars of the Signal Processing Society. Thank you so much, Honorable Sir, for accepting our invitation. And surely your words were great motivation for us. We hope you will guide us again on any other possibility. Again, thank you so much, Honorable Sir. I take this opportunity to express sincere thanks and deep gratitude to Professor Dr. Bhavesh Kumar Chauhan, Group Director, SRM GPC Lucknow, for his esteemed presence amongst us and for presiding over the event. Honorable Sir, without your guidance and enormous motivation, we are unable to organize this kind of program. Thank you so much, Honorable Sir. Further, I would like to thanks to our respected IEEE Student Branch Counselor, SRM GPC, Dr. Indu Prabha Singh, for supporting us. Ma'am, your strong presence is always a great encouragement for us. Thank you so much, ma'am. I extend my sincere thanks to all respected faculty participants, student participants, and volunteers for your active participation in the program. At last but not least, thanks IEEE SRM GPC student branch members, especially Himanshi Kapoor, anchor of the program, Chair Arsh Ahmed, Vice Chair Ayushi Pandey, for your diligence to conduct today's program in the effective way. Dear students, receive our best wishes for successful conduction of the program. Again, thank you so much all. Now, Anchor, it is over to you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Himanshi.
Yes, sir.
Now we will move for the group photograph before for closing the session. So
Okay,
it is
sir.
my humble request to all the guest of honors. Actually, Sheila Sanaz ma'am has left, but Chirag sir, now please switch on your camera, Honorable Director sir. So Arsh, now you can take the group photograph. Arsh, Himanshi, you all can take group photograph.
Okay, sir.
So all students are also requested to switch on their cameras.
Okay, Himanshi, it has been done.
So one, just one.
Okay, okay, okay. Yes, Himanshi, I have taken. Okay,
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
okay, okay. So, Honorable Director, sir, is present.
Yes.
Yes,
I would-
Dr. Khatim. Yes, Dr.
Yes, yes, sir. So now kindly conclude this program because I have given.
Yeah,
you a
please,
lot of
please,
thanks
you
to-
can close the program. Thank you.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you so much, Honorable sir. So, Anchor, now it is over to you. Now we can close the program.
So with the permission of the respected directors, sir, we formally close the inaugural ceremony of IEEE Day 2021. Thank you so much all for a gracious presence, and we all are blessed to have you all. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Now it is my humble request to Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Mohammed Ben Bozit, sir, and Shilesh and Azman Chart, sir, and all the participants. Now we can leave the platform. Thank you so much, Honorable Chief Guest, sir, and Honorable
Thank you.
Guest of Honor. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you again for the invitation. Excellent program. Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
Bye-bye.
Now we will invite you again in any other possibility. Thank
No
you so
problem.
much. Sir. Yes,
If you can manage the lag, it's okay for me.
okay, okay. Okay,
Bye-bye.
thank you so much, sir. Okay, bye bye, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.